says we ain't in the building? Who says we ain't into building? We the Moorish master masons, architects for your children, reppin' Friday 13th like Jason, without the killing. But we promote life, oh, it's all about the feeling. And we invoke light, yo, we them light beings. Though you might see him on the block getting his posture, might be talking to cops, giving them caution. Occasionally wearing his fez when he's walking, see the turning heads, whispering, gawking. But he's locked in, and he's zoned out, while we boxed in our own house.
We study the mystics, the adepts, the magi. Wisdom of the ancients can uncalcify us. Possible mission, free mental numbness. Extract the substance, rid minds of dumbness. Use the source, don't care what some purport. As we know by being told, man knows not. Many before the floor, souls got bought. Placed in the devil's hands, ruling the seven lands. To dogma rituals, negro spirituals. Brainwash subliminal, keeps thinking to a minimal. They still criminal, in a world digital so pitiful. Mental survival so critical, it's visible. Can you see past righteous rocks? Hashtag zombies with waves of cyber thumbs. No need for cell phones, they speak through saw palms. It's nothing for alarm, chips and forearms.
Wind, brass and bass, such a beautiful serenade. Women feeding me grapes, I'm feeding to Henry's serenades. Whether the sky is clear or gray, rain when you hear a fake, giving life to seed. Speaking through who not here today. Show you the future in a glimpse. Then I was looked to these holes like hallucinatory pimps. Sun walked the desert, been more ever since I found God. Look back, used to see his prince. Forget being a prince, I'm a G. OD, grown man, no Jody. Deny it, you don't know me. Don't make me tap into the old me. That's like a couple hundred years. Walk around town with a couple hundred peers and release the peace of up fears. The sun gon' shine, so what tears? This young brother here just trying to get his third eye clear.
This deep, Moors don't sleep. Invest in your mind and body and unleash. Real life rap, spitting over tracks. Conscious thinking and living and then attack. This deep, Moors don't sleep. Invest in your mind and body and unleash. Real life rap, spitting over tracks. Conscious thinking and living and then attack.
So as the moon sets, the sun takes its place at schools on blocks, inspired spots, filled spaces. Peel back, rats, who got cases. Fire stain the corridors of flammable faces. Game changers, rule benders and no pretenders. Style benders, channel my vibe through the vibrant optic lenses. Send a message to our veterans. Soldiers up and get it in. We on our verge, we emerge subliminal beings. Third eye seeing, still I participate unwilling.
They wanna break me, shake, bake, grade me. Rolling with my name G, double O-M-P. S-O-N is crazy. For a minute that you think you could take me for a fool, like a native to his land, being schooled by a foreign dude. You mistaken me, spiders on the roof, in the dark tools. I've been saying you mistaken me. You better move or I mark it. My weapon is my tongue, your resistance to target. Revealing all lies and deceit on the market. Genocide carried out in pockets, I knock it down, bulldozer. David to Goliath, it's an exposure. Some big cats ruling and it's getting closer to your downfall. Round up on your soldiers.
Little homie, I was seeking a fortune, tired of misfortune. I just wanted a portion, everything that I never had, though I needed my portion. Blowing like porcelain, haters cracking as porcelain. Getting broke, tired of being broke. How we acquire hope is a DJ still as a dope, just to keep us afloat. Mind as deep as the boat, brain is a lethal weapon. We one need to elope. When I speak, I provoke. Walk in the room with my aura feeling like heavy smoke. Feel like when the levee broke under my Louis fitted the semi-poke. Cause dirty cops will kill your boy, it ain't a joke. The cost of living, higher profits in private prison. These little girls are selling bodies just to pay tuition. These little niggas selling niggas just to build condition. It's like the slavery never ended with the intermission. I wanna free the world, but I'm one man. A couple ones like me and make one plan. I wanna free the world, but I'm one man. A couple ones like me and one plan.
Circle 7 surrounded by 4 corners. The ritual is typical, we do it habitual. Circle 7 surrounded by 4 corners. The ritual is typical, we do it habitual. Circle 7 surrounded by 4 corners. The ritual is typical, we do it habitual. Circle 7 surrounded by 4 corners. The ritual is typical, we do it habitual. You want the truth? There's UFOs and underground bunkers. Still use nanotech to hunt us. Throat chakra tapper, watcher of the watchers. Pulling up the skirts of the agent stalkers like dove plates and midnight marauders. Stomping on e-villains, conspiring with warlords and straw guards. Tried to hide but they saw us. With candles, tear the matrix, turn to sawdust. Circle 7 surrounded by 4 corners. The ritual is typical, we do it habitual. Circle 7 and wasting power, leaving water running and you're not even in the shower. Class in the kitchen when I go to Palmer. On their court when the servants are on you. Ask for warrant cause and oaths of police enforcers. Only when we tell them will they do for us. Pulling out Billy Bats ready for orders. Beat yourself in the head to a corpus. This ain't the 60s, I'll help Klansmen burn crosses. Suicide rhyme mission and vision got them taking losses. Codes are Morses, sung by daughters of a star and a set, the moon and the star orbits. Now we stand on the stage and play at auctions, getting office to play and trade options. You have no defense, only offense. Too late, no smiles when entering GM's office. 10-year veteran treated like a novice. You could act AI, Rodman or Williamson Corliss, or act Hamilton. Why? The players won't start their own league or try. Band ass slapping and on the defense napping and getting schooled by rookie MVP captains, flopping for touch fouls or dribbles over crossing. They should give more than they profit from endorsements, getting fined for comments when fans torment. Only GM sons can apply for ball boy employment. Got sister from the hood paid grants to sing anthems, kicked out the league for drugging and sex scandals. Only real role models, no promos for Cole Brothers. Donate on fiat made from their best-selling old novels. UPLIFTING FALLEN, humanity.
Breathing life to this game. Anyone exploiting the art, I got to kill them. I swing my sword, they die hard. Bruce Willis, this is for the minds of the young Asiatics. The most incredible when I speak mathematics. I generate revenue, so if you see me, I'm never sleepy. I shed light wherever we be, like no the last TV. I'm resurrecting critical thought when I'm expressing with a depth. East Coast text, it's the return of the avatars, and we catching wreck till it ain't no weight left in any pen. Anywhere that we been, we fearsome with the desire to make the peoples rise up. I'm like Enoch in exquisite scripture diviner, paradigm shifting, rhyme designer, ascending higher. It's the sire, it's none live, a son's wiser. The Nazarene dream, lyrical messiah, building like a carpenter in Versailles. Hard body with the style, like the ancient poets from the distant past, with skin that was burned like brass, conducting like gold. That's melanin or melanine. I'm still in the limelight from any scene in the flash, like I wear a mask made for skiing. The pristinest MC when I'm teaching, never preaching. When I conceive, birth beneath 16 degrees. That was locked within my genes when my mother first perceived that I was coming into being. Basically, I'm the best at passing any trial or test. When I reach, I'm on the path, rise above them like cream with supreme class. FOI to MCs when I spaz, and the wealth stacking is in action. The precious metal snatching, forging the justice sword slashing. Olive skin, Moorish assassin with woolly hair on my beam. The hardest fitting since 16, because I studied like a fiend, and now I smoke mics like Gil Scott-is heron. Some we reigning, and from here on we slay men who fake illumination for their own personal gain. And the new Moors is here, yo, it's time for changes.
Yo, IHF to the core empowers me. Super Saiyan levels, Dragon Ball Z. Even if you see me, you don't see me. Alchemy equals backwards in my trees. How they make them fruits with no seeds in the trees? I'm supernatural. Make the stuff with ease, like my nuts blowing in the breeze. Fund your system. As we walk in the streets, it's Car City. My heart is for my people. Spiritual war, heavy artillery, full mental storm. Blood and gut spills, faces get torn. So I drop bombs of melanin on the unborn. Ultimate darkness crushes the fake masses. Mess around, get turned out like jackasses. We are the chemistry, get studied in classes. Fly by chemtrails, leave rashes on asses. This stuff ain't for the weak, not for the savages. Sight beyond sight, leave murmuring bandages. Circle 7 light, man they can't handle this. I shine that bright, get shook in my presence. Don't make me have to stop nosing with my silence. My essence crushes evidence and tends to resistance. Mother Earth gon' shake, man, and rackle the pestilence. No chemical injections, aka vaccinations. My spidey sense went off, time to switch locations. Locations.
Something surrounded by 4 corners. The ritual is typical, we do with a ritual. Something surrounded by 4 corners. The ritual is typical, we do with a ritual. Circle 7 surrounded by 4 corners. The ritual is typical.
Peace, Moors. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Tissa, Wenger. The complexities of race, racial, and religious identities. This post is part of our online roundtable on Judith Weisenfeld's New World A-Coming. Let's see what they know about Noble Drew Ali. Weisenfeld's religio-racial movements joined a wider set of African American conversations around the communal identity in which nation and nationality figured as much as race and religion. Weisenfeld's religio-racial movements joined a wider set of African American conversations around communal identity in which nation and nationality figured just as much as race and religion. The Moorish Science Temple and the Nation of Islam used the language of nation to re-articulate the communal identity of Black people in the U.S., making them not only religio-racial movements, but Black nationalists as well. So there's no way that the Moorish Science Temple is a Black nationalist movement, because we're not Negro, Black, or colored. And Nation of Islam comes out of Moorish Science Temple. You should know that by now. And then if you're not questioning why they're still calling themselves Nation of Islam 2022 when they come out of Moorish Science Temple, you better go tighten your screws, because your screws are loose. They built on the foundations of earlier Black nationalists such as United Negro Improvement Association, which emerged alongside and in dialogue with other anti-colonial and anti-racist nationalisms. Marcus Garvey, the UNIA's founder, modeled his movement after Irish, Jewish, and other diasporic nationalisms that aimed to call a nation state into being, and so revision the future of an oppressed people. Noble Drew Ali, the Moorish Science Temple founder and prophet, similarly stressed the need to restore a true national identity for the people commonly called Negroes. Drew Ali taught that they were actually the descendants of Islamic Moors from Egypt and Morocco. Reclaiming this identity would allow his followers to live on an equal basis with Americans of other national origins. Drew Ali pointed to Garvey as a forerunner, divinely prepared to teach and warn the nations of earth to prepare to meet the prophet, just as John the Baptist had prepared the way for Jesus. Unlike Garvey, he refused to separate racial, religious, and national identities. The Moors, like any other people, should practice the religion of their national inheritance. Every nation shall and must worship under their own vine and fig tree, and return to their own and be one with their Father God Allah. Moorish Americans had to reclaim their original religion, Islam, and through it their true nationality if they were to throw off the shackles of slavery and inequality at last. At last? So at last would mean that there should be no more slavery, because Noble Drew Ali did come here. And then Noble Drew Ali did teach the people, and he did say Marcus Garvey is the forerunner. And Marcus Garvey was telling you about nation, which is why he was the forerunner. And then now all you have to do is put the nationality on that nation. So once all these Garveyites realize that they're a nation and start calling themselves by their nationality, that the nation is that they're claiming that they are 42 billion black guys and all that stuff, then the stuff would be over. Is it over? Nope. Still people get murdered in the street today for being black. And if they get murdered in the street and they're not black, they call them by their nationality. They don't say, a Nigerian black guy. Nigerian was shot by the police, they put a nationality. They don't call them colors. So Drew Ali taught that our people were actually the descendants of Moors from Egypt and Morocco, and these Moors were Islamic. Reclaiming this identity would allow his followers to live on an equal basis with Americans of other national origins. Europeans are not Americans with a national origin. Modern Europeans in America are not Americans. So the Americans are the other indigenous people of the Americas who have national origins. And Europeans are either Irish or Polish or German or whatever it is that they're claiming. But they don't have a national origin here. They have a national origin where they come from. But colonists don't have a national origin here. So, Noble Drew Ali telling us that we're Moors and that we have our own religion, Islamism, was returning you to your national origin, to your national identity. So if that's what Drew Ali did, how come there's Consulate of Morocco at the Georgia Republic? Why would Moors have a consulate in a U.S. republic? Why do Moors have a consulate in Walmart? You go to Walmart and then you see the Moorish consulate in there. Yeah, we're the Moorish consulate. You come to us to proclaim your nationality, and then you're going over and giving them finance or whatever. You're going over and giving their time. That's a consulate in a Walmart. Why are you going to a consulate in a Burger King? You go to Food Spot. You name it. Vegetarian, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever nationality. You go there, and in there, there's a guy sitting there saying that he's the Moorish consulate. And they're the authority for the Moors to get their stuff together. Come on over, put your name down, and receive your erudition to freedom papers. And then we're going to put it on our website as a public notice. And then you have a love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice and all that. Right? Setting up a trust. You got private Zoom and all this stuff. Right. Display their frequently asked questions. Why do we have to pay? Shouldn't these classes be free? Answer: the information is free and available at the Library of Congress in Washington, District of Columbia, or on their website. The information is all over the internet at no cost, other than your time to research. Study and put it together, then take action on it to see what works and what doesn't. So let's just hit this more button. More button, see what else they got up on here. You hit the more button. Islam Moors, gold, silver, and copper. Banks and banking. Study daily. Oh, there's the code name, Taj Tariq Bey. As soon as you see that, you know. As soon as you see that, you know. You're reaching. I remember this is Georgia Republic, and then obviously these people's website isn't one of these. How much consulates do you people have around here? Why is there all these different consular courts now? Now hold on a second though. Now, Noble Drew Ali already established everything 1920s. And then 2020s, 100 years later, the 2020s, there's Moorish consulates. But these aren't one consulate. These are different individuals, people, whatever, calling themselves consular court. This is multiple people doing this, calling themselves consular court, and they're going to handle your affairs. Then they're going to put on their stuff that, you know, Moorish American Divine and National Movement of the World. Causing more confusion. Because now people are going to tie this stuff to Noble Drew Ali when it ain't got nothing to do with Noble Drew Ali. People are out here to cause confusion. Why would they be mentioning or putting anything relative to consular court on there? Why? Why don't you just say your empire? Drew Ali put the stuff on. Oh yeah, because if you do that, then no popularity for the consulate guy, post general guy. No popularity for him if Noble Drew Ali's up front. Drew Ali told you they're going to be jealous of the fame and nobility. Told you. They're jealous of his fame and nobility. 100 years later, they're still jealous of his fame and nobility? Are you serious? Your ego's that big you can't give Drew Ali his props yet? Your ego's that gigantic that you can't say Moorish Divine and National Movement of the World and that's it? Put Noble Drew Ali there and uplift fallen humanity? No. We want to be the people who you're going to go to and the public notice for, right? And then, again, tagging Moroccan Empire on it because that's Noble Drew Ali. But the consular court part, Noble Drew Ali didn't bring that. Many times Noble Drew Ali the stuff he didn't bring. And then when you go on the stuff with public notice, whatever they're claiming that they're doing, file coming soon. What do you mean file coming soon? How's a file coming soon? Oh, copyright 2022. No wonder. These people are nobody. They just came yesterday. They just came yesterday. Their copyright on the website is 2022. How are they handling your affairs? You've been a Moor longer than them. How are they your consulate? What are you talking about? So they're your consulate. And they just started yesterday? They just put on their diaper. You're talking about get married? I'm going to love you forever. I'm going to love you forever for the rest of your life. And they're wearing Pampers? What are you doing? What is going on here? The sovereign theocratic government, Moorish America Republic. What Moorish America Republic are you talking about? Moorish American Republic. General Consul Plenipotentiary. Ambassador General. Minister of State. Consul. Noble Drew Ali, founder, Moor Science Temple of America, Moorish American Republic. Liar. Stop lying. Stop lying. Authentication? What do you mean authentication? Just Noble Drew Ali, founder, Holy Prophet, Moor Science Temple of America, Moorish American Republic, and then the authentication up here. The authentication. Right? Now he's got to have Drew Ali up there. Gonna have Drew Ali up there. Some duties are, this is a mission. Some duties are, maintain the laws of the living Father and the law of nations, perpetuate the will of the tester, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and live trust inviolable. Establish and maintain the mission and post-mission by and on behalf of the head of mission in capacity of representation. Provide for the maintenance and good order of citizens, nationals, families, staff, and other public officials that belong to, with absolute respect for the greater integrity of the will of life and trust of tester in absentia. Monitor compliance with international treaties, laws, and rights of Aboriginal Moorish American nationals. Proclaim to all corporate governments our presence into these lands of our God Allah. Acknowledge our inviolable divine rights. The domicile is established under Chapter 47, verses 1 through 7, Circle 7 Quran, and is legal patrimony with absolute loyalty and fidelity, excluding all others. Archives of deeds. So if you're Moorish American, why would you have archives of deeds? Wouldn't you have archives of titles? Why do you have deeds? If it's this empire thing going on, Aboriginal and Indigenous, but you got deeds, and then you're falling for a deeds. Oh yeah, these people just came yesterday. These people just came yesterday, and what happened? You falling for them. You falling for them. Not only them, Moorish American National Affairs near Texas. At South Kirkwood Road and 7th Street. More near Texas. These are Moorish National Affairs. Moorish National Affairs. Hold on. Place types, consulate and embassy. Consulate and embassy. So there's another consulate. No, so this is another consulate. And this is not just a consulate, though. This is a consulate and an embassy. People must have lost your mind falling for all this BS. You must have lost your mind. You really don't want to study, huh? You really don't want to study. And then consulate again? Oh, this is the Republic federal government for the Moors now. This is the Moorish National Republic federal government. I feel sorry for you people. You new people? Wow. They are putting you through the ringer. They're putting you through the ringer. Right? They got it all. How to live within contracts, treaties, etimon, astrology, what the consulate course is going to do, stare decisis. They put some time into this one. Right, this is the reinvent. After you get kidnapped and you have to bring a new game, then they bring a new game. Right? They bring a new game. Moorish American Consulate, another one. Morocco Consular Court, another one. But the one that we want to talk about today is the Moorish American Consulate, Canaanland. The Moorish American Consulate, Canaanland. The Moorish American Consulate, Canaanland is a Iroquois North Gate America Republic. The Iroquois North Gate America Republic. Iroquois North Gate America Republic. This is where they're at. 444 for all the Moors. Iroquois North American Republic. Iroquois North American Republic. National ID, passport, travel card, plates for conveyance, health is free, birth record, other services provided by the MoorHouse Law Office and Moorish American Consulate. our vision. We the people of the United States of America Republic. Really? We the people of the United States of America Republic? I thought we're Moorish American. How are we the people of the United States of America Republic when Republic is some Roman stuff? Thought you're Moorish American. Thought you're Aboriginal and indigenous to the land. What are you talking about republics? We know without a shadow of a doubt who these people are. This is no different than Elijah, Muhammad, and all of them being part of Moorish Science Temple, leaving and starting their own stuff. This is the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. Peace, more.
Islam, bro. Peace and greetings, Islam. Islam, all more. I'm gonna be brief, y'all. I just wanted to share from my playlist what I shared earlier with you and the bros, because I feel like this is coming full circle. And I remember you mentioned back to basics, like last cycle. So I'm just gonna flip this around real quick, right? And just put this right here, right? So this out of my playlist, right? Now, these 3 videos right here, if y'all just YouTube Taj Tariq Bey, I'm trying not to laugh, bro, because you, Cujo, you really have your foot on their neck, bro, and I don't think they really know it. So to add to your wisdom, like there are these videos that I watched all 3 of these back to back last night just to remind myself of my foundation on some things. And really everything that's been going on, especially for like the last 14 days, like Brother Taj addresses this back on February 3rd, 2017. And then right after that, what I had from when I was just doing my studies in like my first or second year, the video that you got on Canaanland Moors of Brother Fonte SL and Mother Anna Ida, like, yo, just those 4 videos alone, like, are bananas. Like, it kills the package selling. It kills how to conduct yourself in public. It kills how it just really eliminates, like, and like when all the Moors have like, oh, I'm a new Moor, I have this new Moor question, bro. Like, just those videos alone, like, really is like that back to basics kind of energy. Especially that one with Brother Fontes and Mother Anna Ida. And that's all I wanted to say, bro. I yield the
Islam, bro. Give thanks. Islam.
All right, get out of here.
Oh, no, I got you.
All right, Islam.
All right. So when you go and check the playlist, you'll see that more's been told these people. They've been told. And then before them, they've been told. Before them, they've been told. We just put on record that we know who these people are. And these people came out of our temple because they wanted to sell packages. And right now, they're doing Zoom classes right now with people who are paying them 10 grand for some papers right now. It's so right now that honest to the Moors who, honest to the spies everywhere, the spooks at the door, honest to the spooks at the door, who stay in the background and they don't say anything, but they just pop up with the goods. So the same people playing Consulate again. This is that like 5, 6 people now that They were talking about calling themselves consulate. Right. This is their papers. This is what you got to do. You got to take oaths. Why you have to take an oath if this is about your birthrights? And then, if they're so for Noble Drew Ali, why isn't their oath the Holy Covenant? Why are they making up oaths for you? Because they have absolutely nothing to do with Noble Drew Ali. Because if they had something to do with Noble Drew Ali, they would still be part of the temple. But they didn't want to be part of the temple. They want to be a consulate. Why? Because, like Sabir Bey told these people, there's no money in Moorish history and Moorish science. There's no money in that. There's no money in that. And he told them to their face. And he keeps telling them by giving out his cash app every 5 seconds. You know. But what did he do? Took off his turban and fez, went back to the state where the prophet found him. You can't knock him now. I mean, he ain't riding with Drawley. Indigenous, and again, they're going to mention Zodiac Constitution and Clock of Destiny when they're violating it. They're violating it. Because of the current state and oppression and the spell on the black people for over 157 years, I, whatever the name is, a Moorish American national, hereby make this declaration, correction, and this state oath for full identity, status correction, and national union living rights as a Moor. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? Why are they telling you all this? When Drew Ali told you're not Negro, black, colored, proclaim your nationality, you're Moorish American. And that's it. That's all. You're not Negro, black, colored, you're Moorish American. Because what they know, what these people know, is that our people are in a state of desperation. Our people are in a state that they really don't know their state. You can go get any Amos Wilson book, and he'll give you the psychology game on how they play our people. And when after they play them, our people are left in this imbalanced psychological state. And now they have to try to live their life in this psychological state, which is not happening. Your life is not going to be what you want it to be. Right? They know that the people are desperate. They know that the people are trying to find a way out. That's like you're underwater and gasping for air, and they're telling you 500, and we'll give you air. Don't worry, 500. Well, you don't have 500? Okay, what you got? Whatever you have, we'll take that for this air that we know you need right now. That's very wrong to know that someone needs help, and instead of help them by just giving them what it is that they need, you're gonna put a price tag on the thing that they need. And there's no funny feeling in your chakras, nothing. You just told somebody 10 grand for some papers and feel no way about it. You just told somebody 10 grand for papers. And then the people who paid, how do you pay? That's the baffler. The baffler is how did you end up paying whatever it is? Anything over 50 notes is crazy. Anything over 50 notes is crazy. How are they Moorish American and they're Iroquois? Which one is it? Are you Iroquois? Or are you Moorish American? Or are you an American Moor? Which one is it? But again, these are people who didn't study their lessons. Because they were in the temple. They were in the temple. And they left. They left the temple because the temple wouldn't allow them to pass the fez around so people could put finance in it. We should do like church and pass the fez around so people could put stuff in there. Why are we doing that for? This is not church. This is not church. Pass the fez around. Pass the fez around? This is what they were on. Which is why they left the temple. And now they can tell you 10 grand. Now they can tell you 10 grand for some papers. That you print that out and that's $1, $2 or something like that. Print that out. 7 pages, 8 pages, 1 page color. I know that's 25 cents. Where 3,500 come from? Because they're providing a service. Like Secret Service, and then because Secret Service is important, guys, that means service is important. So you can say 1,500 because it's doing a service. No, you can't. Stop this. Service isn't charge people. That's not what service is. Service isn't charge people. Right? Again, INAR, Moorish American National ID, passport, travel card, plates for conveyance, health is free, birth record, and other services. And then say, a servant is worthy of his hire. So because a servant is worthy of his hire, he can tell you 10 grand for 6 papers. And then you're going to pay. Why are you paying? Well, how is it that a servant is worthy of his hire, but somebody cleaning, they're getting minimum wage or something? This guy cleaning the garbage and cleaning the toilet and all that stuff, cleaning up people's mess that they make. Shouldn't they be getting paid top dollar? I mean, you know, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be able to walk down the street. Be garbage everywhere. But the guy who's sitting at the desk with his feet up or whatever like that, with the view of the city and the skyline and all that stuff, he gets paid top dollar, right? Oh, so stuff is backwards, isn't it? So if it's that backwards, why don't you just go to what Noble Drew Ali left you? Why not just do what Drew Ali said to do? You're not Negro, black, colored. You're Moors. I'll tell you about some consulates and all that. Why is this the thing? Consulate. Everybody's that now. You realize there was just one, now there's 20 consulates? And then you say, well, I wonder which one I'm going to use so I can. What do you mean which one you're going to use? Why would you use any? Obviously, it's a fraud if there's 20 of them. You say, man, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that YouTube. I can't find it. And then 50 people run up and give it to you. Obviously, you've been out of the loop. Obviously, you don't know what's going on. And then you're trying to find which one you're going to give the 10 grand to, because all of them are saying that we're Moors. All of them are saying judicial proclamation papers. These people are all here. And they're getting 10 grand for papers. We know they're getting 10 grand for papers because the people who gave them the 10 grand come complaining to us after they paid the 10 grand. This is what they're on. National ID and record. Status correction. Change your address. Birth record. Marriage record. Death record. Travel card renewal. Passport renewal. Conveyance plate. Allodial title. Travel records. Exchange driver's license for travel card. Personalized conveyance plate. Conveyance records. Accessible parking declaration. People are going to be in some real problems when they start. Look what they're doing to competent Moors. What do you think they're going to do to these people? Because competent Moors, they're going to be on their square regardless of what these people do. But if you're not sincere with this, oh yeah, yours is gonna be on the way. Yours is gonna be on the way soon. Just like certain people talk crazy and now they got caught up in cult sex raid and stuff like that. And then people just disappear. People are gonna start disappearing soon. Just watch. Just watch. For all this madness that they're doing. We, the United States of America Republic. How are you listening to them? How are they? We, the people of the United States of America Republic, but they're using the Great Seal that says Moorish Nation on it. You must be high. You must be so high if you can't see that these people are playing. You must be so high. Stop whatever it is that you're doing to get high. And then they're gonna lie and then say that this is Noble Drew Ali next to Marcus Garvey. Why would he be wearing a dumb hat like that? Why would Noble Drew Ali be wearing a dumb hat? What are you talking about? Noble Drew Ali is gonna be at the UNIA parade with a dumb hat? Garvey's dressed in the regalia, and Noble Drew Ali's next to him with a dumb hat. Really? Lying on Noble Drew Ali. Right? Our cabinet. There's their cabinet. There's their cabinet. There's their cabinet. Cabinet members, chief judges, and attorney generals. This is what they are. Attorney generals, oh yeah, and $50 an hour for the law and financial consultation. $50 an hour. $50 an hour. $50 an hour to have your affairs handled. You get the bulk deal, you could do like the, oh yeah, let's check the shop. Let's see what the shop has. Since they got a shop and all this, let's see what they're selling. So this is their shop. This is the Moorish Consulate shop. This is the Moorish Consulate shop. This is the Moorish Consulate shop. This. How is this the Moorish Consulate shop? This is what the Moors are selling. And every product is called I'm a product. You better watch yourself out here, huh? Because these people are not playing. They are gonna take. You thought the European was taking you for everything that you got. Your own is gonna take you for everything that you have. Your own.
Islam.
These what?
So hold on. They got this so-called government, right? And they don't have no. They need to study because I don't hear no Moorish government title. That's for one. Number two, it looked like a gift shop, and I thought the government worked for the people, not the other way around.
The government work for themselves, yo.
What? Oh no, I'm doing blog talk. We giving out free packages, man. All they gotta do is go to Canaanland More on YouTube. That's your free package. And go to RV Bay Publication. That's your free package. But if y'all needed to break it down, I think I'm gonna have to go back, back to basics when I used to break down videos. You feel me? If y'all need that, we got y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got y'all. But this is buffoonery. They got attorney general. And the brother you talked about the other day, right? I forgot his appellation, but he went on YouTube and he was like, well, I ain't going to say the brother appellation. This is what he was saying about you. But I realized he got a Holy Science Temple of America temple, but then he's a consulate, and then he has a fee, I think it's $750, $850, and he says that he's part of the temple, right? But he can deal with the authenticating of the birth certificate, but you have to be a member of his temple.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy.
I don't get it, Moors.
Yeah.
I keep my turban on. I might not have the fez when I'm out here, but when I show up to an event, I'm having the fez on. This is. I'm gonna have the blog talk have to come back, man. Like for real, cause I mean they got. Hold on, you found about what? At least 10, huh? 10 consulate. That's the wave, right? So they don't know how to do other
That's the
things.
wave right now. Yeah, that's the perfect word. That's the wave. The consulate is the wave. It's been the wave since about 2017 or whatever. You know what I mean? But now that stuff picked up steam now.
But
That consulate stuff is a tidal wave right now.
that's crazy. See, that's why
Yeah.
I created products and services, right?
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with that. Like if you want a T-shirt, you know, whatever, you want to drive trucking or whatever, serve business, but
Yeah.
all of it's Moorish businesses. That's separate from that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I help Moors, you help Moors, you know, but that's crazy, and they trying to mix it. But what I'm saying is, they low vibration. All they know how to do is scam, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. They don't know how to do. They don't have any other skills to generate fiat. That's what I'm
Other
saying.
than scam. Yeah.
That's it. And
Yeah.
that sounds like some black nigga Negro type of behavior. And I don't see no
Exactly.
turban or no fezzes on these guys now. They just openly like, yeah, I got the holy science tip of America, and this other Moor was talking about me, and I'm like, I don't see nothing Moorish, but look like you found out some information. Johnny come late, and all of
Yeah.
them start at RV Bay Publication or watching you on YouTube. But
They
then
have to.
now they got the
They have
sauce.
to.
Now they got
Yeah.
the sauce.
Yeah. They got it now. They got it now. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know.
That's crazy, bro.
But that's what we had figured out, because we realized that they were getting people at court.
Oh.
That's how they were pulling people. So they would have somebody at the court just there with a fez on, and whoever shows up, they got them.
Okay, but
Whoever
look,
says, "Hey, how you doing?"
but this funny
got them.
though. This funny though, right? Every time I jump on a live or do a YouTube, I'm getting called from the people from the consulate. These people that's
Yeah.
coming to me are I Self Law,
Yeah.
Brother Truth, this new guy. They all come to me and be like, "Yeah, I got the pack. Do you know about?" I be like, "Nah, we don't do that. You know, there's another
Yeah.
way to do it." No, but they did it, and I'm like, "How much you paid?" Okay, so I get cursed out after I tell them it's not valid. Number two, when I discredit them, and I can spend 6 hours with one person, and I don't
Yeah.
ask for anything. All I asked was, "Hey, would you like to support Royal Gang Enterprise? If you don't, that's cool." You see what I'm saying? It's all
Yeah.
good, right? You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I still give them that. We get cursed out and everything, and all these people that go to these consulate and you talking about, they always come to us to fix the problem after they
Yeah.
spent all these notes. So I just wanted to put that on the record, man. I ain't gonna stay long. This funny,
Peace and love,
man.
boy.
Peace and
Yeah.
love, man. I'm putting out some free packages, and I'm getting back with the blog talk. I'm giving out free packages. I'm telling you, I'm dropping a free package. You heard?
It's love, boy.
It's live.
Right. There's anybody else? You already know what to do. You got 2 minutes. If it's anybody else, just put your stuff out there. Yeah, the free package, and you know the package has been free. You know what I mean? It's been free. All you gotta do is study. Write your own package. All you gotta do is study. Study, write your own stuff. Nah, you want that. That's too much. That's way too much. So these are for the, because the Moors who are adept or whatever, right? They're not concerned with this online BS. They got stuff to do. The real life is happening around them, right? These jokers that you see online, they got too much time on their hands or whatever like that. They're trying to get you. They're trying to get you to make them have a great life. They're Maserati on your finance. You could have bought your own Maserati instead of financing these dummies. Financing them to the tune of hundreds of thousands of notes. Like we said with Black Lives Matter, took it and bought mansions. All the finance you people donated to them. They look out for you. Dude just got shot the other day. As if they care. Start, yeah, everybody start that one. GiveMeYourFinance.com. It's crazy. They're gonna try every weak mind. They're gonna try every weak mind to overthrow and drag out the true foundation. Don't get swayed from the true foundation. Drew Ali's the man. There's no one. There's no one that ever came and told you, you're not Negro, Black, Colored, you're Moors. Everybody kept calling you Negro, Black, Colored, knowing that it puts you in a position where you're not going to be respected. You're not going to have rights because you want to be a part of speech instead of a human being. Parts of speech don't have rights. And numbers don't have rights. Letters, no letter rights. Continent rights, none of those. No country rights. None of that. You keep playing. And like you said, they just murdered somebody the other day. And he's Congolese. Bet you they thought he was a black guy. See what happens with that one. See how that one gets handled. This was a national that got murdered. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. This is just a quick one. Peace and love to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the mothers. Did you hear Congolese now get preferred immigration status? Look at that. Look at that. Why would they? No, Congolese gets preferred immigration status. People who've been living here, they can't even get status, much less immigration, because they came from somewhere else and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, look that one up. You see people steal some birthrights. Look at your birthright getting stolen by the Congolese. And then the Ukrainians are taking the birthrights of the Moors in Canaanland. Yep. The Ukrainians coming here getting their free stuff, just like when whoever else had a bomb dropped on them. Well, we'll just go to Canada because they'll let us in or whatever like that. And then the Negroes are just getting lower and lower on the totem pole, and they don't get it because they think it's all the same because they got some party they can go to. That means that they made it. They get bottles. They get bottles so that we made it as a people. All right. All right. Honors to all the Moors. Keep studying. Keep being the best example of a Moor that you could be. Honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Honors to all the Els, Bays, Dezars, and Alis. Peace and love, Moors. Islam.